Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you for waiting through the break with us. It is now time for our second game. Clown Fiesta versus Stimulate. This is essentially could have been a grand final matchup if the bracket did come out a different way. Because these two teams are formidable, it's safe to say, Alex. Tell me, as I adjust this overlay, who are you going with for this first map? I believe you're muted, actually, Alex, still. And the game's only just starting as well. I thought somebody lagged out then. A heart has been saved. Anyway. Let me adjust this overlay to kick things off. As Clown Fiesta are back on the Swarm side. Of course, just coming off a win. In their previous matchup. Stimulate, of course, a team many fans might be familiar with. So we've seen them time and time again with different varieties or different players under the Stimulate banner, of course. The name does stem from Breaker, as he used to be the leader, I believe, of the original team back in Gears 3. Alex, any luck with your mic, my friend?
I don't know, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Very good.
We're back. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. I was just about to say, my money was going to be on Chidwick's team, the Clown Fiesta. I do like Stimulate as a team, don't get me wrong, but they've just played this. You know, we've just played 2 matches on this. They've got a few little, strats down, and well, I just kind of like how the team was playing earlier. If they can play the same way, very aggressive, very power weapon heavy, I don't see why Chidwick and Co can't win.
Yep, I think that's a fair analysis. Saki, as he's known as, now with the game tag of Saxter. Oh, actually getting pinched. Here comes Dancer from the back. I don't think they're aware of that. He'll get taken down, and so his teammate Cookies, of course, formerly a sub for this Stimulate roster. He is going to step in, though, last minute for this team in the tournament. 1-0 Clown Fiesta. Alex, your prediction might be starting to come true here.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what I saw at the first round, but it is only the first round, Toby. We've got a long way to go yet. I did think that they played that well. The pinch came out quickly there. What I would have liked to have seen from Saki and Co. From Stimulate would be a much quicker reaction to that pinch, because it didn't seem like they knew what was going on there, really. They got pinched on their own bridge.
Yep. Can't disagree with that. Dancer picking up the torp bow. On board with TJ, though, as he's trying to pinch Chidwick, and that's a great body check, actually. From one sniper there. Frag grenades the reward for TJ, and the numbers advantage for the COG side. As straight away, Clown Fiesta are forced to pull back here and play a bit more passively. How will the COG side play this, though?
They are. They've got 3 members, obviously, against the 4 of Stimulate now. And we see Stimulate just setting up on mid-bridge. This is something that, this is going back to Gears 1, to Gears Ultimate Edition. We're seeing this mid-bridge control. And what will happen here, usually, is that the Locust team, the Swarm team, will try and rotate for the second torp bow. The team above, on the high side of the bridge, so you see where Cookies is at, they will wait for the frag grenades to try and force a push. But we do see Vision. He's managed to get underneath. This is what they want to be doing. They want to be pushing up here with that sniper, trying to get a body check, and then trying to use that 2v2 essentially to force a fight on the bridge. The problem we're seeing is, we're not seeing a problem now because Vision's just took a big kill. What we were seeing is that they didn't have a very quick reaction, but we see now Dancer and Vision playing very well on this mid-bridge, getting a couple of kills there and just turning the tides once again. We saw it against Sons of Hawaii. We're seeing it now against Stimulate, and this is why I predicted this team to be the ones to come out victors. Great frag coming in, just pick up Astrals, and now it's a 2v1. And here we go, execution. It's time for clutch mode, TJ. You are 1v3, sir. It's time for a 1v3. He's got Vision in front of him. He's got Dancer in front of him with the torp bow. This is going to be a tough ask, it is, Toby.
Sniper in hand now, though. Oof. Vision almost getting popped there. He's done amazing this round as Vision. Oh! Brilliant headshot despite The A button
Brings it
spam
out.
with vision. 1v1 now for TJ. Can he clutch this one up?
Oh, you gotta go for the third snipe there. Just try and go for the snipe. Oh, dear.
He's got right hand as well, so if he wanted to be aggressive with his clutch, it's certainly there. He's trying to blind fire though with the sniper instead. Something you can't do in front of a player as good as Dancer, I believe. And he's punished as a result.
TJ, you had all of the opportunity to be our first clutch on stream, to be our first 1v3 on stream, and you throw it away. It was a good play up until that point though, Toby. He did well. Great grenade kill, great headshot as well. Just trying for that flashy clip on stream, really, and didn't pull off in the end, but life there from TJ. Tries to keep his team in it.
Third round, Dancer tries to go for the torp bow, but smokes himself in the process, and body checked as well. But can he see Saki picking it up? No, he cannot. Saki's going to get away with that one. But he's still going to sneak through his Dancer. He might get body checked in the back here. Very risky, but he's going to go anyway. Does find TJ.
Takes it. Yeah, TJ took the slack for him there, but Sarkster does get the down, so Dancer does get cleaned up. Astral's getting headshotted by Cookies. That's a snipe off there, and Cookies has won it. The damage coming out, Chid's going to fall now, so this might be first round to Stimulate if they can grab this last kill on Vision. It's all up to Vision now, and he's trapped in the pillars. This is a bad situation. The pistol's going to come in from behind, and that is perfect high side play from Stimulate as they clean up that round. 2-1 now the score. 53 seconds the round time, and things heating up here on Canals.
Yep, it's not going to be straight 4-5 or 5-0 on this one. Nicely done from the Cog side. Catching out Dancer then as he tried to go for a wild flank underneath torp bow, despite the issue of the sniper being on the bridge and aiming firmly at him.
Yeah, the problem there is he just pulled out. He went in for the flank just as his team pulled out, so just got left in a 1v2. Did manage to get a kill, but traded out, gave the other team map position, and that was pretty much all she wrote. We do see Dancer with a quick pick now, bringing that torp bow back to this high bridge, looking to get a stick on TJ. Can stick the lamppost if needs be, but doesn't manage to go for the headshot. TJ picks up the first kill on Chidwick. Vision trading out, so TJ does fall. Breaker though, this is all madness on this mid-bridge as everyone keeps trading in and out, and now Dancer and Astral's 2v1 situation. They have found their pinch. Sarkster is behind them and they need to go for this 2v1 now.
Nice shotgunning.
That very well. Yeah. And the frags have come out. Should have saved those frags. Should have saved at least one of those frags.
Yeah, Astral's in his own now, snipe in hand. Cookies, that's a potential 1v, but he thinks he's aware that he's there. Here comes Astral's pulling back into the numbers. He is going to fall though. Asaki cleans up that last one. 2-2 now, Alex.
Yeah, 2-2, and to be honest, that was the Swarm's fault there. They didn't react as quickly. They had Saki stuck behind their bridge side on the low side, almost, you know, in that back channel back to spawn, and they had a 2v1 situation there where they could have flown at Saki. Maybe they'd have traded out. Maybe they'd have got the kill clean. But that was your option. That was your opportunity, and they didn't go for it. They need to be more, you know, they need to be more opportunistic on the options like that in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. We see the fight going down for Torpo now, and it looks like Saki's managing to pick this up. No snipe headshot coming in today, and he's going to get out of that. But Astrals and Chidwick picking up both their 1vs. Very well played, the torpo. Now, can he do anything with it? Doesn't look like it. He's going to get taken down. Cookies finding a kill on the other side of the map, though.
Last one alive as well. 1v3. How's he going to play this one out? If I was him, just keep making distance and trying to abuse that snipe, or catch the 1v as it comes available, which is behind him right now. Instead, he's going to fly into the 2 into the smoke. Not going to find one on the up A. Vision will dispatch of him in the end. 3-2 now to Clown Fiesta. This game is neck and neck.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And this mid-bridge is pretty much where the action is going down. I'm, you know, excited to see both teams just going at it head-to-head on the mid-bridge. It's like old times. And yeah, it really is a slugfest. I'm going to be jumping on board with Chid, I think, this time, just to see what he is up to, because he's going to go this high side, very quick up this high side, actually, gets all the speed boosts in the world, and the smoke's going to come out, smokes that mid bag, and runs off, actually. It looks like his team are saying, pull out, we're going to lose that high bridge, so does pull out, just secures the high side for his teammates, and he's just waiting for that torpo to be rotated around.
Ooh,
good torpo stick.
Lovely stick from Vision. Actually, not even on his point of view there, but Katal, that was a very good stick in itself. Gives them the numbers advantage, and the ability now to push back into junction. Do they know Breaker's hiding in the corner, though? I don't think they do. Here comes the lance fire from TJ. Breaker actually stunned from a whack for a second to get his teammates out of there. Chidwick does find Breaker as well. 4v2 now. As Clown Fiesta, with the number of plays, do find themselves taking advantage after advantage in this round. TJ's going to fall. Surely Cookies is now as well. Yep, he will also bow out of this one. 4-2 to Clown Fiesta, now 1 round away from winning this map.
Yep, definitely looking good this this last round, and liked the call there from Clown Fiesta just to back out of that mid-bridge fight. Say, we've got the torque bow, we've got the power weapon advantage, and from there they just played with that bow, played up the high side, and got a few nice little sticks. One I want to call out from Vision. The first stick was great, but the usage of the torque bow there, sticking the high side wall to force the member of Stimulate out into the open so his teammates could cross him down. Fantastic play, and exactly what you want to be doing on execution, just forcing those little micro plays.
Dancer, once again running underneath the torque bow, but he's surely been spotted by the snipe. Yes, he has. He's made it all the way to the enemy's bridge. Cookie says no.
Oh.
Lovely headshot on Dancer as he up A's. No respect shown to the Cogside player, and Cookies takes advantage.
Yeah, he even had the opportunity there for the second, but I just don't think he knew where Astrals was. He's going to be looking to rotate this snipe around to this mid-bridge soon, though. He wants to take full control of that. His team are pushing down low side, and they need that sniper. You know, they need that sniper to be backing them up. Saki does get a grenade kill on Vision, so it's all going to be up to Astrals now just to win this out. This is going to be a big clutch if he can make it. The nade comes in, and I don't think there's going to be much more. The snipe does come out. K-Breaker picking up that final kill. 3-4 now. Cog maybe with a second life here is holding on to this map with, you know, dear hands. It's going to be difficult for them to come back in, but honestly, if any team can do it, this is Stimulate. This is the team that we predicted to be up in the finals. Obviously, we said earlier the bracket not going as, you know, as fluid as we would like it. We would have liked to see these teams on the other side of the bracket, but as it fell, they've come against each other early, and the strongest team has to perform now, and it's up to both teams. Chid looking for this first kill, doesn't get it though. TJ opening up. His teammate is going to get traded out. Astrals and Visions picking up 2 of their own.
Same exact strategy from both teams at the start. Saki yet again gets the torque bow very easily. As Dancer aims at him a little bit too late to get the down. Does avoid that torque bow stick though. The Dancer has to be careful. For Cookies in the back, Cookies does shut him down. And with Saki down, actually, Clown Fiesta. No, I don't think they can. No, they can't, because he's going to crawl back for a revive. Saki and Cookies do have sniper and torque bow, but they're backed away. Back of the bridge. Here come the grenades.
Oh! Great kill by Astrals and Saki there, and the tag comes in. Cookies. Oh, see you later. Oh my lord, Astrals. 2 in a row, but the grenade tag would have killed him anyway. 5-3. Clown Fiesta, well, they look strong there. They look really strong, and Astrals coming in. Great couple of headshots again. Performing with that sniper. Just fantastic showing there. Not a bad performance, I wouldn't say, from Stimulate. I think they look pretty good as well.
Yeah, can't disagree with that sentiment. You know, at the end of the day, it could have been the map. You know, perhaps it was just simply to be Clown Fiesta's map is their strongest map. Let's see what Stimulate go with now. What map pick out of the potential 6? Because I doubt we're going to see Canals for a second time again, Alex.
Yep, they've confirmed that from now on it won't be Duke picks, so we will be seeing a different map. What that will be, I don't know. Any map that we're going to see is going to be a new one for us, Tope. So it's going to be interesting either way for us. I'm hoping to see a Raven down. I honestly am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we know what's going to come if we get any of the other 4. We know what we're in for, right? We know we've seen those maps before, but Raven down is a substitution there for Mansion. I just think it's going to be interesting to watch. I think it'll be good fun.
I'm curious actually to see how that plays out, because the 2 power weapons being the frag grenades on each end, will they be utilized to make significant aggressive plays, or will both teams, when it comes down to the final rounds of the map, will they just end up playing passive? Because that's the issue with Raven Down. At times it can go a more passive route as teams become a little bit more scared to make plays, because it's not as simple as perhaps on other maps once you've got those other maps worked out as such, you know, vending machine and war machine. Speaking of which, we might actually see that next because that is on our screen, folks, lined up. And that's great for me, Alex. No problem at all, because that might be my favorite execution map of all time.
I love War Machine as well, Toby. I think it's a fantastic map. Glad to see it here. If we do go into it, it will surely be a great fight between these two teams. Both these teams have played it a lot. Yeah, it'll be a fantastic showcase. Just quickly covering on what I want to think about on Raven Down should we go there, is you mentioned using the frag grenades as an offensive weapon, but I think it's probably one of the only maps, or probably one of the better maps, I should say, in which tagging a grenade in one of those, you know, one of the routes around the helicopter may net you more kills than throwing it, because the map rotates so often and so quickly around that central passage. You're pretty much guaranteed to be able to force someone into a tag grenade. So it'd be interesting to see if that comes into play rather than throwing them. Throwing's, you know, quite easy to hear them, quite easy to see them. Maybe teams will resort to a different strategy there. But we are going to see War Machine, Toby. It's locking in, it's loading in.
Well, I am certainly not complaining about this map in particular. I think we're going to see more of the same strategy-wise in terms of base strats being employed over and over. But I will not be surprised if we see some extreme aggression through the vending machine or torque bow here, Alex. And I'd actually like to see how that strat in particular plays out between these two teams. Let's see. I'm going to bring up the overhead very quickly. And yeah, it does look like more of the same, actually. 1v1s across the entire map, a base strat for both teams. Cookies sets things off here, though, with a kill on vending machine.
Oh, yeah, that they do. Both teams, 3v3 now. Something I want to note about that opening strat is that we are seeing more of a Gears 1 War Machine than we are a Gears UE War Machine. Gears UE, a lot of players tended to play up top, you know, for the Troika control.
Yes, very
and
good
use
point.
the grenades to support there. So we did see all 4 players playing down on this bottom end, which, you know, interesting to see. Definitely different to how we saw it, you know, most recently in Ultimate Edition. The torque boat is going to get picked up, and we do see snipe in the hands of Vision on the COG team. I would like to see Vision handing the sniper over to Astrals. I don't see why you would want this snipe on any other player, especially when Astrals was performing as well as he did in the previous map. Very easy to trade this over right now. They're sat next to each other. But it looks like Vision is going to hold on to it, wants to be that montage player, it seems. Let's see what he can do with it, because he has got the snipe shot there. Does miss the headshot. Astrals would have made that, and, well, this is my point entirely. Missing the standstill. Not a great first showing for the snipe on Vision's hands.
Still on board with them, though, as they've rotated essentially up top now, have the COG side. Torque bow, of course, secured by Saki earlier on. Nice body check.
This should be a kill.
Yeah, he's going to use right hand advantage and catch out Vision there. Very predictable movement, of course, as you alluded to. And actually, we do see a down here on the Clown Fiesta, on the Stimulate side, rather. So Clown Fiesta, they can force this 2v2 just while he's trying to return to the battlefield here. They're trying to be aggressive on one player on the left. Cannot find that kill, though. And Saki will flank round. Nicely done.
Yeah, Saki just held that angle perfectly, had his pistol out for the right amount of time, switched to his Nasher, didn't allow them to come back at him towards that Troika pit, and cleaned up both the kills. 3 kills actually in Saki's name. Well played with the torque bow there to stick to the top of the wall. And yeah, just pretty much won his team that round there. Really well played.
Overhead map out once again.
Yep.
How is this going to pan out? Very similar indeed. Yeah, base strat from both. Very similar. And what is actually Saki? He's pushed all the way to the other side of the sniper pit here against Vision. Already climbed up. Does take Vision out as well. Nicely done from Saki. Very aggressive, very unorthodox, but it plays out perfectly for him. Cookies does have the torque bow. And Dancer left of his own for a second.
Yeah, we do see this fight around the pit now. Cookies, Dancer, he's got taken out. Saki picking up another kill. 2-0 now. This is looking a lot better for Stimulate. They're playing around this pit well. Saki, 5 kills, no deaths. Can't complain at that 2 rounds in. And even Cookies there, 3-1, hot on his heels, almost the same points. It's fantastic showing so far, but We are early doors. Don't forget this is first to 5, not first to 4. So we are going to see a couple of extra rounds coming in. The smoke grenade does fall, but Saki's getting pushed hard. He does go down, actually. Is the kill going to get cleaned up? Yes, Vision secures the kill. Redemption for the last round. Now the pistol's going to come out, and it is up to the Swarm team here to try and get out of a very sticky situation. One member down, but Breaker does pick up a good nade kill. Dancer returns the kill onto Cookies, and TJ gets taken out by Chidwick. So clutch time for Breaker. If he's going to make it, he's not. He's going to go down as well. And the beatdown coming in. Chidwick onto Breaker's face. The big boot as well. Straight to the top of that cranium.
That round is simply incredible from the COG side, because Vision and the rest of the side, they called out, hey, Saki, he's got my number at Snipe. He's got Vision's number. Tell you what, let's change the strategy. And they catch out Saki's aggression very well by sending 2 there. They 2v1 him and then snowball that into more players around the map and essentially capturing or really stopping them in the tracks. The team there at Vendor Machine, with Lancers in the back. Nicely done. That's going to make Saki double think what he does next. Double check what he does next. But it's going to be more the same. 1v1. Vision with the aggression. Full ride. Saki forced to try and pull out and look for revives. He gets pistol down on the back. Stuck on the train track. And it's going to be 4 shotgun barrels. And actually, it's going to be Stimulated to come away with the kills here. Breaker with a frag grenade kill as well. Dancer on his own.
Dancer. He had the opportunity there for a triple kill with those grenades. Just didn't get him over there in time. You saw there the Swarm team going for a very, very brave pickup there on the down player on Saki. TJ was in there as well on that plat, and well, that was triple kill material right there, Dancer. You missed that one, fella. But very well played. They were in a sticky situation with a member down there, and Stimulate come out on top. But the aggressive push from not Sons of Hawaii, that was last game. From Clown Fiesta does come in. Saki pushes them back, does manage to stop it in time, and Vision, he's got to get out of here now. He's trying to hold this Torpo for his team. Not the Torpo, the sniper for his team. DJ just go down. Saki just go down, sorry. Chid's done well actually here. And we see the cleanup crew coming in, just Breaker alive once again. See what he can do this time. Last time he didn't get much chance to make the clutch play, but he has got a Torpo in hand, 3 shots left. So this could be a bow for each player of the COG team. Just missed the first shot though.
Here comes a shotgun fight, and Vision and his A button spam. He's perhaps the fastest wall bouncer in Europe, to be honest. I've been saying it for a while. He does some crazy stuff with that A button. Fantastic stuff from him.
Yeah, some dirty bouncing right there. Let's just take stock of the COG team as well while we're at it, because we do see Vision leading the way. But Dancer's doing well. Dancer's got 4 kills, and it looks like Chid, that last round was his first couple of kills. So nice to see him step up and join the party. Saki's jumped over the top though and gets the kill straight away. Vision did not expect that. That was something else. Astral's now the next member on Saki's hit list. He does get that headshot, and the snipe's going to go into TJ's hands. So 2v4 now. We see COG. They're going to move around. They are going to scramble as Dancer. Got to support Chid a bit here. Chid in a terrible position. They should have left. They should have gone quickly, way quicker than they did. And now 4-2 the score. Swarm in the lead. 32nd round as well, very quick. And it was all Saki that time. All Saki down at this pit. Pretty much the whole game so far. 8-2. His scoreline leading the way for his team.
This is quite a rare sighting as well. The aggression through Sniper you don't usually see. Or at least in recent times of Execution War Machine of what we casted over. It's been a while, of course, but back in UE especially, it's very passive at LAN events in particular. So it's very, very different to actually see both players being so up for a shotgun battle and forcing it whenever possible. Here comes the Strauss, actually. Speaking of cleaning up Saki, TJ does respond. Breaker, you can see pushed up all the way across Snake as well. Really applying the pressure to Dancer, so they have to be careful that the COG side don't turn round and try and 2v on him. As it stands though, TJ and Chidwick are going to be the 1v1 players now at the snipe in this round.
Yeah, that they are, and we do see Astrals and Visions changing places though. Don't think they were happy with Saki running the mop down, so they changed it up, but now it's TJ's turn. It's going to get taken down and break it, last alive again, but that's a torp bow for him if you can get that out. Yep, he's done that well. We do see Chid aiming the snipe.
Woo!
Vision, sorry, aiming the snipe.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, well, that was something else.
He just popped shots up from the sandbag on Barreika, while Barreika's aiming at his teammate. No problem there. Lovely stuff from Vision. 4-3
I
the
don't
score.
even know if that was. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that was meant, but it looked like Chid was pretending to aim the sniper from the pit.
Yeah, just
I
aim
don't
his
know if
lancer.
that was a purposefully bait. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he baited me, so take from that what you wish.
Look at this
Starks
lancer.
are going down with a beautiful lancer, but Astral's not managing to pick this up just yet. Just get the kill though. Vision's coming in as help. He is very red, and I think he's just shotgunned his teammate. So this is going to be a dirty fight down in the pit. Do you see Vision's cleaning up though? The nades are going to come in. Vision can get out there if he's quick. He does. Now we see things relax a little bit. Chid picking up that snipe. Dancer picking up that torp bone. Vision pushing up aggressively, trying to force this play. This is more like the team that we saw upon Canals, and we see they've tied it up now, Tobes. Coming back from the dead. 4-4 now the score, and it's going to go into the final round. See what teams bring out here.
I can't remember the last time, even on UE, that I cast over such an aggressive war machine. Like, this is so fast how both teams are playing it, both at the start, mid-round, late round, it doesn't matter. They're just running at each other constantly the whole time and finding success with it. The Lancers were great for the Cog side in the previous round, but instead it's just going to be Astrals on his own here. Saki trying to pick it up in the smoke. He did plenty of times with the torp bomb Canals, and he does get away as well. He's being chased. It's going to be a force 1v1 in a sec.
Dancer opened up with the torpo. Has a shot. He can get that down. Just clean it down. Easy. Now it's 4v2. Oh, missed it. Laminel Rowdy, you'll shoot yourself for that if this gets clutched up, but Rowdy is behind him. Dancer looks to be dancing. He gets kicked. He gets the back slap though and finishes the round. Cookies. Well, your cookie just crumbled. 5-4. 3 rounds in a row there from Clown Fiesta. Yeah, not looking like the practical jokers they've named themselves, really. Looking like a very strong squad and one in contention for this for this tournament, really.
Well, there you have it, folks. 2-0 at the conclusion of that one. You know, I actually thought we were going to go to a final map there when we saw Stimulate picking up some heat.
Yeah,
in the start, and unfortunately, for us, as the game does conclude, at that point, it's going to be a 2-0. But it's safe to say Clown Fiesta have proven themselves to be the better team. Very well played indeed. Fantastic Gears of War. What more can you ask for, Alex?
Not much from their side, to be quite honest with you. I predicted them coming out of that Canals match on top, and they did. I mean, they look very, very strong on Canals. It has to be said. Canals looks to be their map. A little bit iffy on War Machine, like we just saw. We saw Stimulate going up, pretty far ahead there. 3 rounds up in the end, 4 on the board, and just couldn't close it out. So maybe questions need to be asked of Stimulate. They only needed 1 round, and we saw their Astral's visions changing up, and that seemed to work a lot better with visions up in the middle. But it was Saki's show early on in that match, and he kind of fizzled out at the end. He got shut down. Pretty good going from Clown Fiesta.
I love the strat change as well from these teams. You saw the usual individual positional changes. Of course, we mentioned Breaker was going up and down Snake. We saw aggression through Bender Machine on both sides, different numbers, etc. being employed. And of course, the sniper as well. I feel as though that was the main point of the map, which is a rare thing. That's where all the aggression was coming from. Usually you have the aggressive 1Vs up top on UE, where the Troika is, as you alluded to earlier. Or you'd have the aggression through Vendor Machine or over, say, Catwalk through Window. But no, it was all about the sniper. So, perhaps more gameplay that's associated with, say, like ranked matches, for example, because in ranked, sniper is like an extremely aggressive position for teams, but not so much in competitive play. So very different play there we saw, at least in that area.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to touch on. We do see, I mean, let's break it down a little further than that, right? What we usually see is because the catwalk area, the raised area in the middle, is such a strong position for crossing out, we usually see teams not being able to push. Like, it's not a case of they don't want to, but not being able to push through that sniper, because if you get one shotgun bullet and a couple of lancer bullets, it's an easy down for the other team, right? So yeah, it is quite interesting to see that happening. What usually happens is the player with the grenades, they will start to lancer out their opposition player. They will call for the players playing mid box and window to try and get a couple of bullets on their guy, on their opposite guy at the grenades. And as soon as that grenade player goes back, they will push forward. They will throw their grenades either through the middle or through the vending machine slots, or they'll hit the torpedo pillar and throw it straight down the line and try and get that grenade kill on the opposition's window player. At that point, the map opens up, and then the snipe play can continue. But yeah, as you said, we were not seeing it there. We were seeing a much more aggressive play, and I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe it's something to do with Gears 4. Maybe it's a little niche problem. Not a problem, a little niche change that we've seen in the map. In terms of how the players are getting up onto the window. Maybe it's a slightly bit slower, so they can push into that space at the sniper. Maybe it's just brazen players. It could quite honestly just be that. It could just be players wanting to get feisty down at that sniper.
I think it was just the individual aggression coming out from these players, wanting those quick shotgun battles, eager to get back onto these old school maps, and of course execution. And with that said, of course, Clown Fiesta, their aggressive gameplay that we saw in their first match actually paid off against Stimulate there. A much more formidable team than the first of Sons of Hawaii. So there you have it. 2-0 for Clown Fiesta. They move on once again into the third stage of the bracket for them. Meanwhile, we will be going to a quick break as we organise the next match and stream. Alex, Frew, thank you very much. We'll be back very soon, folks. Please don't go anywhere. Tweet out the stream. We will not be long at all. Alright, apologies for the delay, folks, once again. Did have a bit of a issue, as you can see. 4v3 it currently is standing as in this first map of the new match. One member down is the Swarm side, so we can safely say, I believe, that the Conk side are the favourites to win this. And I think I would have said that regardless, as I do recognise a few of these players from the community here today.
Yeah, definitely, Toby. We do have two teams here, both reasonably well known as well. Lobotomized on the COG team. We see them 1-0 up already. We have Persistence on the 0T. Persistence, it seems by name and by nature, as you said, they've come in 3v4. The rules do state that if their player wants to come back in at any point when they reconnect, they can come back in. So nothing stopping them there. But yeah, we are going to start 3v4.
Indeed. I'm just going to adjust the overlay very quickly. Hopefully that player does rejoin following.
All good. Big fight going down on the top of this mid bridge. Actually, Hannah of Dawn in a 2v1. She does get one kill though. Managed to kill out Death Seeks You, and she's going to play her life a little bit. Looks like the flank's going to come back in though now, and she forces CF Master to push in. Maniac picking up one. Maniac going to down a second. Skills is going to take that one as well. So that's going to be 2-0. 2-0 in the favour of Team Lobotomized. Great name.
Yep. And actually, as that round concluded, my camera is firmly placed on Black Steel Classic Bed, who does, of course, have that very voice line. Lobotomized. Very big fan favourite. Nice skins as well. Esports skins. I love them.
Yeah, it's good to see. Good to see. I'm going to see what's going on this mid-bridge. I'm on board with CF Master at the moment, looking to push in. Big fight, actually. As Hannah of Dawn pushes up, does go down, so the 2v1 opportunity is there, but Energize comes in and saves the day. Very, very close, actually. Does get a double kill. Nade's going to go in their favour as well. Death Seeks You, the only member alive now. Does have the torpedo in his hand.
What can he do with this weapon, though? 1v4, Lantern in the back. Nades have been thrown into the mix. And he's stuck at this pillar as well. Not a great position. Very easy to angle out. Straight into the shotgun of Maniac. As Lobotomized do go 3-0 up very quickly indeed. Once again, hopefully the fourth player for the Swarm side does join, but they are host. And they did start. So, I suggest perhaps they're aware that their player might not be joining anytime soon. Hopefully, he does get back in, though, in time for the second map. Of course, there is a little bit of time available between the first map and the second map for them to invite their player. Get back to it.
That's true. Very true. And we did see them in the lobby as well before, so definitely are around. Maybe maybe lost of connection. I don't know. Something different. But Snuggles does open the scoring here with a nice torpedo. Almost gets a double, but it does go through Hannah of the. So won't pick up the double just yet, but looking still has the opportunity. Does get a big shot on his own teammate actually there as Hannah had done in a world of pain. ISG Maniac picking up a kill though, and now it's going to be Death6U in a terrible situation. We really needed the help from Snuggles, and well, Snuggles gonna get one shot over the top of that box there. 4-0 now the score, Toby.
I think Snuggles got a little bit scared there with the torque bow on his back. Decided to back out and say, you know what, I want to use this torque bow in this fight, but unfortunately he did leave a teammate to his own devices there in that 2v1 and perhaps cost the team in the end. 4-0. The score, only one more round needed for Lobotomized here on the COG side. Checking out the kills, they are fairly balanced between everyone. No one's having an incredible game. Just everyone performing as they should on the COG side. On board with Maniac here as we look up on the height side to start with. I actually like the strat change from the Swarm side here. They've sent the numbers down the low side, try to use their numbers advantage that they can, the numbers disadvantage, and throw back in the face of COG by throwing more numbers down bottom to counter. On board with CF Master. Hannah of Dawn. Oh, big 1v fight. Master is going to be the victor of that one.
Yeah, just looking at that, you said you know, there's a bit of a strat change there, and there was. You're right. I would have liked to have seen these grenades get picked up a long time earlier. We saw CF Master there on the bridge. I think with Snuggles, maybe it was with Death6U, one of the two anyway. And they had smokes out. They had two members there. Like they just had a lot of time to just pick up those grenades. Slightly too late for me. Maybe something to think about next time they come into canals. Though is just, you know, placing a priority on those weapons, especially the grenades in the central area, because they really are a game changer. Death6U now though, he is on the sniper. He has got the power weapon advantage. He should be using this to his advantage, really. Maybe just trying to draw things out a little bit.
I mean,
teammates time to join back in.
Theoretically speaking, it's a 1v1 now. At the start of the round, it's a 3v4, so it kind of better scenario, I suppose, at this point in time. But saying that, Patrick the Gamer has entered the game. You might have noticed, folks. So we should see a 4v4 now in this next round, providing Maniac doesn't get a kill and finish this round here.
If I'm Maniac, I'm flying at this round.
Yeah, he's just seen Patrick enter the game. Now. He's got to stop that in its tracks and just end it here and now. But no, right now he's showing the utmost respect to the sniper of Death6U. 2 seconds left, 1 second, and that's time.
Woo.
We are going to see a round of 4v4 at least here in this one. And, you know, shout out to Maniac there. That push on the player on the middle bridge, he recognized, hey, he's on his own. His teammate is across the map with a snipe. Let's take my chances here and push this 1v1 and force the 1v situation in the end. And he did that. And essentially a draw is a victory for him in the end for that. Essentially. Yeah,
definitely. So I mean, they should have lost that round, but also if it hadn't gone to a draw, maybe they wouldn't have had a chance to play 4v4. So swings and roundabouts really. CF Master takes this mid bridge.
On board with the Maniac with a start. Oh, never mind. I was about to say he can pop Death6 when he picks up the nades, but he doesn't need to pop him right there when he can do just that afterwards. He'll be ending just like that, folks. 5-0. 29 seconds it took for the COG side to say, you know what? We don't care that you have your fourth player in. We're going to steamroll anyway. 6-0. Maniac finishes that one off in style. Definitely the MVP of that map. 5-0, the final score. Well done, Lobotomized.
Yeah, Patrick the Gamer coming in. Didn't really get to play all that much.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Patrick entered the game, but he didn't do much else, unfortunately. Because the COG side were quite formidable in the last round. They were.
And we saw a lot of fights going on that mid bridge. We saw a great setup there, really, from Lobotomized ISG Maniac, holding up on the top of that, top of that mid bridge on the sandbag, on the high side sandbag. And as soon as CF Master was up there, the Lancer was peppering him in the back, in the face, wherever it got hit, really. and they had a really nice pinch on that mid bridge. I think it was well played. Hannah of Dawn had a good early game. Was getting caught out by CF Master at the beginning there. Decided to play a little bit more reserved on the later rounds, and adjusted to what was going on the map and played it well. So yeah, well played, Lobotomized. They're going to put that map on the board and going to see what happens here. It does seem like the Swarm team are leaving. Maybe that's all they want to fight for today. We should get the info. We'll find out for you.
Well,
we'll carry on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Swarm side are the hosts. So you'd expect actually Lobotomized, the COG team there, to actually re-host and start the next lobby. But you know, if both teams were Patrick's left now, yeah, I see. But both pengs were kind of okay, weren't they? They're both kind of like even between the both teams. So they don't necessarily need to change host. Yeah. They just need to change faction. So I have to keep a close eye on this lobby as it develops. And maybe Patrick again wasn't the long-term member for this team going into the second map. So
yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion that Patrick the gamer wasn't supposed to be in that lobby there. Very sneaky suspicion. Yeah, he wasn't quite on the roster list. So I think he might have just sneaking his way in. But we'll see. We'll see who gets invited. I just haven't had a message off Maniac. He did say, "Do we host now?" I mean, you can do. I guess.
Can do, indeed. And I think they've gone to host. No, I haven't actually. They're all still in the game.
I'll just send them a quick message.
They have a little bit of time anyway as we send these messages out for these for this team of Persistence to find their fourth player and get him in game for this next map. We've seen Canal so many times. It really is like the fan favorite at the moment for the classic maps, isn't it? I think people just want to have get that snipe action on the go and that talkbow action. Just love the classic streamlined nature of Canals. Yeah,
it's a great map, and it's one of those maps. It's got all the power weapons, right? It's you got your snipes on there, your double snipes. You've got your talkbow down low. You've got your nades. There's just a lot of weaponry to kind of play and make flashy plays with. It's not quite a boom shot like we see on the likes of Mansion, where everything is about that boom shot. Canal, you've got a lot of opportunity to kind of open up the map however you really want to. So yeah, great to see. We are going to see Maniac go and host now. Yeah, just confirmed that. So he's just going to go host. He's going to invite me in just a second. So I'll get everyone else in. Not sure on the status of that fourth player just yet, but we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
Should we go through a little a bracket overview, Toby?
Go ahead, Alex. I believe it is due indeed.
All right, cool. So I've just got the phone here. I'm just going to have a quick look through. So we did see the first two maps that were on stream. We saw Sons of Hawaii against Clown Fiesta. Obviously, Clown Fiesta went through, played against Stimulate, 2-0 Stimulate, and now Clown Fiesta sit in round 3. That's our semi-final. So they are awaiting the winner of Goats and Regicide Gaming. I'm not sure if that's a RuneScape shout out or not, but Regicide Gaming are going to play Goats in that quarterfinal. Goats dismissed Crimson in the first round. It was a 2-0. And Regicide Gaming beat God Squad, another 2-0. So that side of the bracket, all 2-0s, completely, whitewashes across the board. Pretty interesting to see. The other side of the bracket, however, we do have a 2-1 actually. Chile's Army, they beat DS Esports, going out sadly in the first round, but did manage to get a map, so that went all the way. Team Gal Mexico, they ended up losing to Perkinators, the team that we've just been spectating here, the team that we're playing with 3 members. And then Persistence. No, sorry, that was Persistence. Sorry, Perkinators is a different team. Ignore me on that one. Persistence, however, beat Savages. So, yep, they went through to the game we're seeing now. And Lobotomized beat Squad Goals. So that's pretty much where we're at now. The game's ongoing. Goats and Regicide, Chile's Army and Perkinators, and Persistence and Lobotomized. We're just about to get into map 2 of that one. Pretty much only Clown Fiesta right now waiting in that semi-final spot. So still a way to go, Toby. Not too long.
Not too long indeed. Thank you for the bracket roundup. I'm going to check, actually. Can we type? Yep, we can. So if you are wondering or are wanting a bracket update as the tournament progresses, folks, you can go in the Twitch chat and just type !bracket, and then you can find the exact page there to see how everything breaks down, and even the scores of the game as well, whether it was a 2-0 or 2-1, for example. But we are firmly into round 2, the round 2 stage of this tournament. Of course, it is best of 3, round 1, round 2, and semi-finals, which will be, of course, round 3. Round 4 itself will be the bronze match and the grand final. These are best of 5 series. The bronze match, of course, actually might be best of 3. Not too sure about that, but we'll find out as we come to that point itself. But definitely, grand final, best of 5, classic rule set, of course. This is the GFC Classic if you are just tuning in. Guys, please do follow the stream if you are enjoying today. There's going to be way more community-based tournaments from the GFC. It's a pleasure to be casting and streaming this one for them. They've done excellent work thus far and with this tournament and putting on such awesome events for the Gears fan base out there. And of course, thank you to Alex, AK Frew, for joining me on the cast once again, as we've had in plenty of times now in the EGLs that we've had together.
Oh, that's it. It's like old times, Toby.
Yeah.
No bother whatsoever. Great to be out here helping. Especially alongside the guys at the GFC. Fantastic work behind the scenes. I don't think I've seen any kind of online tournaments see as many people working and something as best as the gear space, guys. And I'm sure we are
Your voice is going a little bit robotic, Alex,
back
but
into the lobby. It does look like to this mark.
It's back. It's coming back. Your voice is coming back. It's just going. The camera freezes now and then. Sometimes it just goes a little bit robotic. But you can gather just from your gestures what you're saying though. So it's actually enjoyable for me on my second monitor, regardless. But you're okay.
Like
you're okay. Stop
Alex.
lagging now. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna throw the screen very quickly, regardless now, to the gameplay screen just to show you what's going on, folks. If you're wondering, as you can see, we have got an 8th player in here. His name is Perps, I believe. I like that gamer tag. It's quite original, quite short. Swap the S out for a 5. I like it, especially if it's related to a name. That's a very favourable gamer tag in my opinion. Hannah of Dawn, of course, as well. Shout out to that. Been aware of that name, that alias for a long time on Twitter. Very nice indeed. Of course, the host of the game now. And it looks like we're going to be going into Clock Tower, which I can't wait to see, Alex. This should be good fun.
See, Clock Tower in this game is quite interesting, right?
Quite different as well. Gears 3, Gears UE, Gears 1. The Gears 3 map, Clock Tower, is very different because of the positioning of the wall or the structure of the wall up top, right?
Yeah, you're right indeed. The structure of the wall has changed slightly, so the pistol angles are slightly different. I just think it plays entirely different anyway, Toby. Like the speed of this game, the movement allows a lot more kind of freedom, especially up in that top area. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we're having the drop shot traded out for a boom shot as well down at the bottom. So I don't think we'll see the drop shot, as far as I'm aware. But we'll see if the players have changed that out or not.
Yeah, only time will tell on that end.
If not, I honestly think the drop shot is quite a game changer on this map. Actually, I think let's go back, right? Let's go back to way back when Gal Forum days when we had the GFL. Remember that boom shot that got made from the bottom up to the top and hit the wall?
Oh yes, I remember.
You remember that?
Yes.
Think about that now instead with the drop shot in place. It's so much more consistent.
I know,
that play
4 shots as well.
Viable.
4 shots as well, so it's a bit more of a... It's a different consideration then at that point. Certainly. Let's see. On board with Hannah of Dawn as she makes her way down to the bottom power weapon. Master will get the back A off, and actually there's a bit of a flank coming on from the Swarm side. It's just all frags, shotguns blazing down
grenade.
bottom. Great stuff. Master's going to get that boom shot.
Yeah, great grenades there actually coming in, but it bounced next to CF Master, and he saw it just in the end and managed to get out, but honestly he dropped very, very low and just get a boom shot though with his raw. 2v1 now, and this is ye old Clock Tower push, right, Toby? The snipe against the boom shot. Can you push up? Can you get that map position? And well, it looks like CF Master has managed it so far. Got to watch his head though.
And this is textbook actually from from Persistence here, or Lobotomized rather. As soon as you see the boom shot get to the other side of up top, make sure you're firmly right at the back away from that boom shot to give yourself distance and time to utilize that sniper and that lancer of your other teammates. This is nice. And just tries to go for that shot. Has to be careful with the boom shot. Of course.
Yep, great crossfire actually from Maniac. The snipe the snipe just doesn't manage to get in the end. But you see the dance essentially that we're doing around this middle tree, and it's essentially a case of who can get middle control, who can kind of push back. Really, what they want to be doing is not that. Jesus Christ, CF Master, that one's gone into orbit. You want to be using that. You want to be using that boom shot to force one of these kills on especially onto this low wall. It's very easy just to hit the top of the wall, have the boom shot pick up the kill there. What I'd be looking for as Snuggles as well is that next frag respawn.
Yeah,
he can quickly rotate down, grab the frags. The boom shot isn't going to get pushed, not on his own. And if he secures these frag grenades now, then this could be the tool that they need to help, make this push onto Energize and Maniac.
Yeah, still on board with Energize. Yeah, 5 shots remaining. He's actually rotating to the mid wall to even get an angle on that head. No, he cannot see it, so does need to pull back. But the issue here right now is that no player is at the top of sniper alone. In fact, they are going to give up top control nonetheless. Boom shot.
Grenades not back.
Of course,
there we go. Perfect timing.
Yeah, they've got another snipe now, so that's going to give them some range and the angle over the middle top wall to scout over the rest of Clock Tower. Gives them a great advantage there. Maniac throwing up the nades here. Nothing going to connect.
Boom shot back up though, Toby.
Yeah, very good point indeed.
It's up to Snuggles. Snuggles has got to stop this boom shot pick, else it is going to be advantage to Lobotomized. I'm not sure if he's even looking. I'm down at the boom shot. Yep, he spotted it now, but as soon as Snuggles pops up to take this headshot, the player on the other team, Energize, he should be looking. He should be getting this pop on Snuggles now. Snuggles is just literally just giving his head. Look at this. Maniac needs to be calling out. Move down with that snipe, Energize. Move down. You've got an easy headshot, and the headshot should come in from Energize here. Snuggles, he doesn't know the map that well, it seems, because this is pure headshot capability, and we see now Energize moving around, about to go for this headshot. Although he's gone the wrong way. Oh, he's got checked, and this should be a boom shot kill. They need to push on this quickly.
Yeah.
Master, no.
That should have been a boom shot kill. I agree with you. Energize should have even sniped Snuggles maybe perhaps a little bit earlier now. Had he got the call out from Maniac down at boom shot that the sniper was aiming at him, Energize could have shuffled just a little bit to his right and aimed at Snuggles' head, but not to be. As it stands, Maniac has been able to pick up that new boom shot, of course strafing his way to cover. If he can get over to Energize, that'll give them a great chance at winning this round with that boom shot. And he is actually going to get there. 1 shot remaining.
Yeah, both teams with 1 shot in this boom shot, a sniper. We have frags in the hand of Maniac though, so that's the only difference right now. The frag does come out. Misses. So Snuggles and Master quite happily sat up top here. We see the snipe on the left side up top. Well, left side as if you're looking downhill. We see the boom shot on the right. Yeah, so to recap, we kind of both believe that Energize should have moved down to pretty much in the position where he's at now. Just to peek that headshot there as Snuggles was pretty much turreted on the boom shot.
Yep.
And then we believe that CF Masters probably should have gone for the boom shot kill and tried to force that that play there when they had the other member, when they had Energize weak. But snipe off here between Snuggles. There's the boom shot that we asked for, but now this is up to Maniac. Maniac has the boom shot. He's going to run around. What they should do now is pretty much pinch. They should pinch because he can't find the boom shot in 2 directions. There's the boom shot going down. He just dropped the snipe, and that's going to be a stalemate for round 1. 5 minutes actually, Toby. So we went the distance there. That's quite an interesting, interesting scenario to see. Clock Tower usually see as quite a fast map, whereas the likes of War Machine can be fast or slow. Canal has usually been quite slow, and we've seen pretty much the entire opposite this tournament so far.
Yeah, agreed. Quite interesting the final stages of that round, especially. Could have sent the boom shot just flying in at 2 and the other one running for the stalemate, for example. See that plenty of times. But the next round, on board with CF Master again, as he gets straight into the shotgun battles here. Does find skills. And here, actually, it's going to be Persistence getting a clear-cut victory at the boom shot. Master winning yet again another shotgun battle here. Maniac on his own from up top and should be a simple 3v1 now for the COG team to clear up. And they do. There you have it. 1-0 now for Persistence.
Yeah, great play by CF Master there. Playing very well on that bag. That's 2 rounds in a row now. He beat Hannah of Dawn in the first round and then just won that second round as well. Picking up those first kills and making this very, very easy for his team. This time his team stayed alive. They managed to get the boom shot out cleanly. Picked up kills elsewhere on the map and, well, very good round. Very good round indeed. CF Master on board with him. I'm watching him as he gets to the sandbag very, very quickly.
Yep. He gets the advantage of getting that cover first. Hannah Dawn entering the fight weak again. 2v1 essentially. Here comes Skills on the back though. Able to pick up that kill. Essentially a 1v1. Bar any tricks from the frag grenades. But Skills actually going to give it up here. He's had the call out from his teammates, I believe. Hey, let's take the 3v1 up top and then focus on the guy with the boom shot afterwards.
Yep, that's definitely the right play to make. Kill out Snuggles while you hold one player keeping that boom shot in. Does look like the frags are going to come out, so CF Master has made it out. They've let him out, and I'm quite how he got out of there as well as he did. Does get the kill on Maniac, so Maniac is going to fall, and this makes it a straight 2v2 with boom shot in the hands of CF Master. Does waste it though.
That was close. 2v2 shotgun now. Energized forced to whip his Nasher out in this fight. Snuggles does find Energized. 2v1 now. And Skills, all on his own, will get picked off by CF Master, who's having a hell of a game with that shotgun. And you know what? That should have been a lobotomized round. A few issues there for me. You know, they've kind of made the right decision to pull out a boom shot completely and then focus on that 3v1 on Snuggles, 3v1 on Snuggles up top, but for some reason they didn't really go for it. They went up top, one person, but never really cleaned up, and then they ran back with the snipe to Boltok. And in the process, they didn't trap the other player, at least. You need to do one or the other. You can't just be in the middle doing nothing. You have to take advantage of your numbers, but unfortunately that wasn't the case, and they suffered because of it.
Yep, too much respect given to that boom shot, I think, there, Toby.
Yep.
Too busy playing around that and not playing for the kill. I mean, we see the boom shot coming out again. One boom shot wasted, actually, is Energized. Finally, someone shuts down CF Master. We are going to see Energized move around, though. Energized going to move around. It's 4v1 now, and the grenades come out. That's how you play against a boom shot that's trapped against the the back there. Grab the grenades, Lancer out, get your angles, throw the snipe up there as well. Very well played. Just trapped him in, didn't let him do anything with that boom shot. Yep,
and we could have seen a similar format play out earlier, perhaps in that previous round, if contained properly. No, nonetheless. 2-1 the score. Persistence with the lead. Of course, it is Lobotomized with the map lead, currently winning Canals previously. Once again, we find ourselves in that shotgun battle down bottom. Hannah of Dawn will fall to Snuggles. 3v1 already as it stands. Maniac, the last one alive. He's stuck on host spot, as it's termed.
Host spot? Oh, that's an old one.
Ah.
Jeez.
3v1.
It's not been host spot for about a decade, Toby.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
This is old school as well.
Frag grenades thrown to Maniac. Boom shot, of course, in the hands of the COG team, along with his frag grenades, bouncing around. The boom shot's not going to connect either, but the damage does catch up with Maniac. Persistence will clean up 3-1 now.
Yeah, Persistence actually looking really good on this map. I think it helps when you've got another player, right? But
yeah, very much so.
It does seem like CF Master's come to life. CF Master obviously holding that mid bridge on Canals very well. It was just at a person disadvantage. Now, with a little bit of, extra teammate on his team, able to open up and really start slaying. He's 8 for 1 at the moment, and they're at such a ping disadvantage as well. It's pretty crazy. They're 100 ping down.
Yeah, I just spotted that myself. On board the Maniac as he tries to flank this initial boom shot. Strafe battle, old school in itself. Does find Snuggles, and here comes Master, who's going to be falling to Energize here. So finally, Lobotomized can get a handle on this team fight down at the boom shot. 2v2, frag grenades essentially versus the boom shot. Maniac has to play it slow, and he does. Nice Lancer fire, keeping his distance. Waiting for Energize to regroup with that boom shot. Should be a simple 2v1, or just a trade. Either one, it will equal the round win. Lovely stuff from Lobotomized.
Yeah, it ended up 2v2, but both members of the COG there stuck underneath the archers, under the bridge. When you've got a boom shot aimed at you, that's not the easiest of places to get out. So well played there. Almost even back up now. Energized starting to come alive. Obviously replaced his batteries, got some Duracell in there. He's starting to beat CF Master on this bag now, so seems like we've got a bit of a competition.
Yeah. On board with Energize. He has that 1v. Oh, no, he doesn't. There's 3 actually. He turns on 1. Does find that kill. That's a good result. Given the strat, I'll take 1 kill in a 1v3 in that scenario there. Skills. Left in his own, though. To his own devices. 1v3. Sniper in hand. But how close are the players behind him? Turning my ghost camera. 1v3. And all 3 players there. Boom shot. Don't know where that's going. Again. Second boom shot does poor him enough. Snuggles clean up though. 4-2 now. 1 round away. Our persistence to leveling things up map count wise. What are your thoughts, Alex?
I'm thinking that sniper could have been glorious.
Yes.
The snipe hit him in the shoulder. Hit the boom shot in the shoulder. Mid-air. It was so close to being a Superman. Honestly, inches. But well played there. We do see persistence coming up trumps as they go 4-2 up. And you're right. It is a much better showing this round.
All players down bottom. All 8 players. All about the shotgun fights. Back and forth. 2v2, I believe. No. It's actually 0v3, in fact, because very quickly as I'm counting numbers in my head, it turns into the conclusion of a round. 24 seconds. Back and forth, just looking at it on my screen.
Leaked.
Wow.
CF Master. Leaked score. Ah, dear. That's an olden day joke, isn't it? We should type that on a calculator. But yeah, CF Master against Energize is the fight that we're watching here. This boom shot is, it's pretty much everything. Whoever gets the boom shot is winning the round. Well, Energize, he managed to hold out until his teammates cleaned up the rest of the fight last time. But now he's been left on his own again. Where's his teammate gone? I'm not too sure. There he is. Maniac is behind. But it seems like the flank from persistence was just better. It has been just better pretty much every round so far. When they're losing rounds, it's because the opening kill at the sandbag works out. But too many times we have seen Energize get caught out 1v2 or 1v3 as the last 2 rounds have shown us. Yep. And that is why persistence are going to walk away 5-3 in this round.
There you have it. It was literally back and forth from round 3 onwards. Trading rounds, both teams, but despite the 10 kills of Energize, his team will fall in this one. 1-1 now. We're going to a final map for the first time on stream today, Alex. Cannot be more excited, actually, to see the conclusion of this match and to see what map we see next.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Won't be canals, obviously. Won't be clock tower, so something completely different. I'm hoping we're going to see that Raven down. Hoping someone's going to pick it, but there are plenty of maps here. We've got 6 maps that we can choose from. 2 we've seen, 4 to go. And it's going to be one of those. We'll see what the teams pick. Not quite sure yet. Summarising that one, persistence looked pretty decent, actually. They didn't look too bad there. CF Master was slaying well. His teammate around him as well, Snuggles, Perps. They were all helping out. There was a lot of crossfire. Deathseek Shu had a great amount of crossfire with that Lancer in that channel up towards the boom shot. And that was helping CF Master pick up kill after kill. Really well played.
Yep, couldn't agree more. And, of course, fantastic stuff. 2 persistence to actually recovering after that first map. Of course, they played 3v4 for 4 rounds out of the 5. So, perhaps a bit disheartening starting off on the back foot, but they pulled it together. They got close and personal with their enemies down bottom at that boom shot, and they won so many shotgun battles to get them to win 5-3 in the end and take it to a final map. Fantastic stuff. As it stands on the screen in front of me, folks, we have got 1 player from Team Persistence leaving, and that should be for the rehost, given that Lobotomized were just hosting Clock Tower there. So we shouldn't be too long now waiting to get into that final map. Yeah, curious actually to see what gets played here. What do you want to see, Alex? I think Raven Down, I think, would be an interesting one, especially in the later portions of this tournament, to see what strats are incorporated here.
Yeah, it's just a mix-up, right? It's something completely different. The split spawns on execution as well, so it'll be interesting to see if teams start to prioritize, defending one spawn over another, or if You know, it's just going to be one of those, you know, big rotations through the center where we just see teams chasing one another around. We'll see. I'm in the game, Toby, so I'm going to give you an invite.
Thank you very much, sir.
Get you in there. But yeah, I would like to see Raven down just to see how it plays out. I'm not too sure. Like I'm not sold on it as a, you know, part of an execution like cycle. But I'd like to see it before I make that decision.
Yes. Let's have some fun with it, at the very least. Of course, for those unaware, maps is a big topic right now in competitive gears, given the big pro circuit map cycle change, shall we say. Reclaimed is now out. Diner, Old Town, and the Slab have been added, I believe. And as a result, things are bound to change up dramatically in terms of how these teams are scrimming. 3 new maps integrated at once, and top 2 map in terms of how regularly it's played in scrims especially has been removed. So yeah, things have changed up significantly here in the Gears Esports season. So that is the current topic, the current buzzword, if you will, in the community right now in Gears of War is maps. What's going to be the map?
Yeah, maps is definitely the buzzword. You're right. I like the changes, quite honestly. I am happy to see Reclaimed go. Not because I think it played terribly. I just like the fact that we are starting to, you know, move away from this. We've been playing these maps for 2 years, right?
Yes. We
tried to get Diner in. You know, through one reason or another, Diner ended up being taken back out again, which personally I think was a bad idea. And I'm glad to see that finally that we've got some new maps in the cycle. I love the idea of Diner coming back in. I think that played really well. I don't think it played really well for the top teams at the point at which it got removed, because a lot of teams were starting to challenge them on that map, which was an issue. But now we see Diner coming back in. We see Slab coming back in, which was an execution map, right? So that's going to be interesting to see how teams kind of work that one out from an escalation point of view, because it's completely different. The 2-channel spawns are very, very difficult to play around. If you make the wrong decision getting at that spawn, that's a huge factor. Is are the teams going to make the correct decision? Are they informed? Are they communicating properly? Which is going to be a massive factor on the map, because there's not many sightlines unless you're up at the top near the cell, near the execution chamber. Sightlines are pretty poor, so communication is going to be a massive factor there. And then, you know, we see Old Town coming in, another at this point classic execution map, where we're seeing a completely asymmetrical map, diagonal rings, 3 channels down the middle, which you can't get. Like, it's going to mix things up completely, Toby, and I'm excited to see how the teams adapt to these new maps.
Do you have a favourite out of the new maps that have entered the pro circuit?
My favourite's Diner. I liked it as an escalation map previously. I think it plays well. I think it looks great, and I don't know. I like that map. I like the fact it's completely flat. A lot of teams hate that because they can't, you know, play the height advantages and the angles from that point, which I can understand that. I can understand that, but I kind of like that it's flat because it makes teams focus on, you know, different priorities for a change. Even small maps like Lift, for example, where you've got the, you know, top rocks and you've got the slightly kind of like depressed section in the middle in the control room. Like those 2 sections, they play quite heavily when you've got the angles at top rocks. You can force a lot of plays, whereas Diner doesn't have that. It's all about, can I smoke here, can I move here, and it plays a little bit more like execution. I think that's why I like it, in that you're trying to slightly force your way across the map rather than just hammerhead through and try and get the high ground.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it. I am excited to see it. I think there'll be complaints. I think there will be complaints about Old Town and Slab, but they're going to be here to the end of the season. So, you know, my theory on that one is just play them. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. You've got to get good at it. So, good luck. Essentially, show us what each team is made of. And I think the teams that apply themselves to these new maps will do very well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, I agree completely. As a caster, as a fan, as a spectator, as a viewer, definitely. New maps. Love it. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to see these top teams play on them. I think as a professional gamer, a lot of these pros might not like some of the maps, the thought of playing on some of the new maps full time. to start with, but I think it's a breath of fresh air. If I was a pro, I'd enjoy that every single moment of it. Of course, it's influenced the picks and bans process now. Of course, we've got 9 maps in the cycle. Reclaimed is gone, a favorite pick, and as a result, ban for many teams. And so things have changed up dramatically with that. So it has given a breath of fresh air, I think, to the scene, and I can't wait to see how a lot of these matches play out, a lot of these 2Ks. Of course, we don't have a 2K this weekend, but
We start back up next weekend?
I think so. I think it's next weekend. Can't wait to see how the 2Ks play out with those maps in the cycle now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on those 2Ks, the results. Even the streams that are coming out. A lot of players streaming on a regular basis, both over here in Europe, over in America. It's going to be great to see what teams are picking, what teams are avoiding, and how teams are faring on these new maps. You mentioned the pick and ban process. We should maybe cover what the changes were there as well, just quickly. So essentially what has happened is an extra 2 bans have been added in the second cycle. So you get a ban each, pick a map each, and you get 2 bans each, and then the final team picks a map. So there's an extra bit of pressure on the second half to kind of chop down what you don't want to play. Not sure how it'll work out yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens at the charity event. That's going to be an interesting test bed for these changes. But as we say that, we're about to get into map 3, so let's focus back on this cup here.
Yep, let's. It looks like we're going back to Canals again. A favourite for these teams, for fans alike. And yeah, we are back to the Lobotomized host, I believe. I think so. My memory is failing me right now, so I'm wondering actually if they've selected this twice. Let me check. No, it's actually the other team. It's Persistence who's going to be hosting this one. So they're going to be picking this map despite losing 5-0. Now, of course, asterisk for that one because it was 3v4. They clearly still feel as though they can win Canals if they have their full 4. And we're going to see in this final map of this match if they can do that, if that's the right decision. Jumping on board with Perps to start things off. He's going to be going for that sniper.
Yep, looking at him, he has managed to pick that up. Maniac on the other team is the opposite sniper. We do see a first kill coming out, so CF Master starting where he left off last map. It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
4v3, all 3 players of the cog here on the junction. We're coming up to that. Frag's been thrown by Master, catch out skills and Maniac. Brilliant stuff. It's a perfect textbook frag grenade to catch out the players stuck in the corner of the junction there. Now, 4v1, Hannah of Dawn trying to hold off on that sandbag. Nice couple of shots being thrown across, but she has it all to do right now.
Yeah, good movement here from Hannah, but, I mean, 4v1, torp bow at you, snipe at you, and it's going to be CF Master lurking around the corner that does get that final kill. All 4 kills actually going his way, so CF Master showing us, you know, really what he's made of. You can't really complain at this point, can you?
No.
Get 8-9 kills last game. Opens up Canals with 4 kills, says I am here to play. Yep, it looks to be the CF Master show in Canals, but 1 round in, long way to go yet. So
yep, fair play to that individual. No power weapons in S3, of course. All he's been doing, it seems, is using the shotgun. Had the boom shot a few times on Clock Tower, but definitely all his Nasher capabilities are on show in this match. Energizer, Maniac, meanwhile, picking up kills. Here comes Death 6 U as he forced himself into 2v1, which he wins, by the way, on the middle bridge. It's now 2v2 as it stands.
that was huge.
Brilliant shotgunning, brilliant movement. Cogside trying to 2v1 one player now, though. Oh, rather not.
So if I'm Death 6 U now, I'm getting out of there, just throwing the grenade. Well played. This is all Death 6 U. He clutched up massively there on that mid bridge. Gonna throw the grenade behind as well, just getting slightly little bits of map control here and there, forcing Maniac out into the path of Perps on that sniper. And well, Death 6 U coming out clutch there. Really big double kill. And now it should just be up to his team now just to close this out. They need to figure out what they need to do here. Really, they could have done with a frag grenade. So
Yep.
you know, it's one of those things where, in hindsight, maybe should have kept 1. But they do have a torque bow. Perps has got to be careful not to get pushed here.
Oh.
I mean, he tried to snipe at point blank range.
I think he got caught out there. I'm not sure if he knew Perps, or Maniac rather, did push up that far. As he rolled off that pillar straight into his shotgun, essentially. 1v1 now.
Maybe not.
That's
Maybe not.
6U
But that's
hand.
Gears 1v1. If you know your teammate's going for that torque bow, you better be able to back out of that situation there. He had a sniper in hand as well. One of the longest range weapons in the game. Definitely does not need to be anywhere near Maniac. And he had full sightline on Maniac there, so that screams to me. He tried to go for a tricky shot with that sniper and missed it. That's what that is doing. And he's cost his team the game there because Death6U falls. 1-1 now the score. Great clutch though from Maniac. Takes his 2 1v1s very, very confidently. Changes the tide of that round.
And that's a big part of clutching, right, is picking your fights. It's said that when you're in a clutch scenario, essentially just run around the map until the other team gives you a 1v, and then take that and rinse and repeat. That's kind of like back to basics, if you will. And Maniac, he spotted that both players split up, and he flew at the 1v and took advantage. Well played, Maniac. Let's go into the next round.
Yeah, I'm on board with Maniac. I wasn't on board with Maniac, sorry, I was on board with CF Man. Perps did get the snipe headshot though, so managed to trade him out, and the nades are going to come in there. Great nades as Maniac takes out Death6U, and it's up to Perps with the snipe. Can he make up for the last round? I'm not sure if he can, because he's full red, 6% health, no percent health. Maniac making amends now. He's clutched up twice in a row, getting a couple of kills in both rounds there. 32 seconds, very quick round indeed, and Maniac now sitting on 5 kills to 1.
Yeah, Maniac having a great match thus far. 2-1 the score. Let's keep a close eye on the overhead to see how both these two teams are playing it out now. Initial-wise. Very similar, yeah. I think the COG side aren't getting the snipe. Neither is the Swarm side. So this is actually a conventional strategy, if you will. Even for competitive players, sometimes you do just send 2 straight to the high side to get the numbers advantage, but both teams have matched each other, so they're not going to push anything there. Maniac, meanwhile, though, flies at his 1v on the middle, does catch out CF Master, despite frag grenades being in his back pocket. Very well played indeed. The Swarm side are flying back on the middle bridge, though, to try and get some revenge there. 2v1, Skills does clean up with a flank, though.
Beast.
Very well done indeed. 2v1 versus Death6U.
Yeah, they did well there to utilize, to spot that Maniac had, that mid-bridge control. Maniac obviously taking the 1v1 against CF Master with those frag grenades in his hand, so had the jump on in there. That was really well played, but yeah, well played by Locust to fly that 1v2, get the kill in the 1v2. They did let then Skills clutch up, and we say clutch up just as Death6U kills Hannah and Dawn. Hannah got to be more careful there, and now it's going to be 1v1. Skills, the man from the mid-bridge himself, Clutch Master, going to be looking for this victory. Death6U does have a sniper rifle, I remember, so the headshot opportunity is going to be there. He's going to get some more ammo as well.
No, he's not.
Just going to run straight past it.
He
only needs 8 shots, it seems.
He's eager to get this kill in this last 30 seconds now. But things are quiet, as he's not aware of where he is. Of course, we have X-ray vision right now on our screens, folks, on the stream, but they do not. They are not aware of each other's current position, likely. 10 seconds left, and it doesn't seem like either player is going to be aggressive and look for that. Death6U, he could go up to this pillar and just kind of aim with a snipe to see if he can see anything, which he is going to do. Perhaps. No, he's not. This round will go to a stalemate, but inherently it should have perhaps been a COG round, as they did have the numbers advantage. A 2v1, but Death6U, obviously, of course, great push from him to pick off that 1 kill to ensure a stalemate at least perhaps could occur if he ran away.
Yeah, Death6U stalemate in that round out. Well, what I'm looking for here now is Hannah and Dawn to step up. 8 points in 3 rounds. Perhaps you're getting too close. Perhaps you need to stand back a little bit more, utilize your support weapons, because if the slaying's not working, you got to change it up. Doing the same thing multiple times in a row and expecting different results, that's madness. Yep. Literally the definition of madness. So we're looking for that to change up a little bit in this round. Good frags coming in, forcing players back. Perps does manage just to whiff that snipe shot. Just straight over the back of Skills, so close, but no cigar for him. Maniac, let's find Maniac. Where's he at with the snipe? He's in the bridge as well, so just watching over Energize as he picks up the torp bow at the bottom. Pretty slow round this one, Toby.
Yeah.
Pretty much all do this.
Yeah, it's pretty much a textbook mid-round point now for Canals. where things can get a bit passive as one team takes map control, deemed the middle bridge, that's junction control. The other team is forced to pull back, and they have managed to get the torque bow in the process as energized. And they're now essentially waiting on the snipers perhaps to make plays, or the frag grenades. But they've already been used, I believe. Exhausted. Energized rotating down low side with another player.
See, if I'm energized now, yeah, there we go. That's just missed it. We've seen Snuggles in a fight with skills as well as Maniac does manage to get a kill on CF Master. CF Master rolled by accident, does get the double kill actually, and it's going to be up to this topside fight. They need to fly at this, but instead they've ran off. Perps legging it back. They're going to be in a very, very tricky situation in just a second. Energize coming up with his torque bow. Snapshot misses. Torque bow's also going to miss as well. Put it on that front corner there to try and bait the up A. Would have been quite nice. Perps, however, went around the other side of the box, so it didn't connect. We are going to see a 3-1 scoreline now, as we see the momentum really. It's shifted here in the favour of Maniac. Maniac doing a lot of work in this map. His team pretty much on his back at this moment. We are seeing Skills and Energize helping out a little bit, and off the back of that, they are in the lead. It's strange if you look at the scoreboards. If you look at the scoreboards, you'd kind of be expecting you'd be expecting Persistence to win, just looking at the spread of kills. But Maniac is going huge with his team right now.
Yep, on board with that very player into this next round. He will get dropped though very quickly as Death Seeks You and Master start whipping their Nashers out here on middle bridge. Entered from low side, of course. Now 3v1, Hannah of Dawn, all in the lonesome. Down bottom, flying back in. 3v1, but she will fall. 3-2 now. That's Persistence answer back.
Yeah, that they do. Good round there actually. CF Master fighting up on that mid bridge once again. Manages to get the kills early before Maniac can get in and start to, you know, third party. That's some Fortnite language right there, isn't it?
I think it's a term that was spawned in Fortnite, but is so relevant to many esports now. I've used that term myself so much recently.
It'd probably be more of a fifth party as soon as he came in to flank a 2v2 fight, but the message is still there. He has been coming in and cleaning up after his teammates have been fighting on that mid bridge, and this time he was not allowed to because the fight ended earlier than he could arrive. We do see him in a 1v1 actually with Perps. I'm watching this. Perps is having his way with him, to be honest. But the big one shot comes out as Maniac cleans up just in time for his teammates to get there. And Death Seeks You going to get flanked as well. Lancer out, so this is going to be dangerous. Big chunk goes down from Maniac. See what he can do.
Maniac is on a mad one. And just holds a shot for CH Master there on the corner. Right hand advantage. 4v1 now. Death Seeks You trying to push up top. He will find Skills. Great push from him. Full red. Skills somehow is alive, but Hannah does get that one last shot needed to end that fight. And yeah, I mean, if Death Seeks You could have reset his health there, the fourth player was on middle bridge, Alex. So it could have honestly gone to a full clutch scenario, essentially, after that, if able to reset. But no, it was not to be.
Yeah, he had the chance there. He really did. I mean, the second shot on Maniac, he whiffed it ever so slightly. And if he'd have got that shot, I honestly think he could have been in a very, very good situation there. 1v2 scenario, or 1v4, very well played. But we don't care anymore because the round ended. It's the next round now, Toby. And Maniac gets taken out by CF Master. CF Master picks up the double, picks up the triple, it seems. No, double still. It's still a double. Energize, the bunny. He's trying to bounce out. Looks like CF Master versus Energize is going to be a big 1v1. Lots of A buttons being pressed now. The backup is in from both teams. Energize is going to get Lance in the back. Energize is going to go down. And this is going to be dangerous. Dangerous it is. It's Cog. They fall. Swarm managing to pick that back up now, and 4-3 the scoreline. That was a mad fight on mid-bridge, Toby. That was.
Yep. That was very chaotic. Kills started adding up in the bottom left kill feed very quickly. And even in the end, as CF Master was playing his distance, playing his damage, waiting for his team to pinch, he was bouncing back and forth and twitching his way, eager to be as proactive as possible in the closing fight. 4-3 now. Anyone's game, but Persistent, or Lobotomized rather, still one round away. And yeah, already a down in this round.
I like this change of strategy here from the COG team. 3 members down low. standing back, using their lanterns, but Snuggles comes in with a double. It's reset 2v2 now. Where is Perps? Can he get out? Is he alive? He's fine, actually. He's fine. The teammate has got out with the torpo as well, so this is going to be advantage. They need to rotate to this high side very, very quickly. They need to go now. They need to stop this other team from getting to that sniper rifle.
Yep, junction control is very important. Map control, arguably. More so the middle bridge, if not both. But they're going to slow it down.
You see, more structured teams here, Toby, more structured teams, they'd be down those canal stairs, and they'd be off to the side very, very quickly. They're going to get pinched, they're going to be careful. They do get the kill quickly, though. The revive attempt is definitely there. They can definitely work this out. This could go to the last map, the last round.
This should be their round. Power weapon control, 2v1. Enjoy stuck on this corner. Desix, you could just bounce a talk over here. Just to force him out of position and then take a cover to push up on him. The option's always there. Desix, you playing on the corner. Very risky to go a one shot in this scenario. Do not put a 2v1 down to an exchange of hard aim to recover. Thankfully, Pips was there to clean up in the end. As Alex almost loses his dinner.
I was just thinking, you know what's coming up in a second? Those new frag grenades. I was thinking, just hold out for just a couple of seconds. You've got torpo.
So many factors, right?
Snipes. Yeah, you've got map position to get the other sniper at the other side of the map as well. Just take your time. But they didn't want to. They wanted to end that sooner rather than later, and they did. So we are going to go on to the very last round of this last map. What's going to happen? Looks like CF Master's out in the open. The Lancer Fire is coming down from Energize and Hammer of Dawn. No one is pushing up the mid yet. Here we go. Snuggles in a 1v2. Actually, just pick up one kill. He has got a member behind him. I'm not sure if he knows. Perps just trying to go for the blind find. Not the time, my friend. You need to get out that Nasher. Nade. Watch out for the nade. Oh, CF Master does take out skills, and we're down to a 2v2, Toby. It might even come to 1v1 for the bread. We'll see. Perps has got someone behind him, though. Got to be very careful. CF Master. Beautiful flick shot.
Oof. Hammer of Dawn on the flank. Wasn't able to find anything. 2v1. Sniper in the hands of Perps. Can they close this out? No. Can Persistence or Energize? Can he clutch it up for this whole match? Here we go. 1v2. Energize will not be able to clutch up, though, as he gets taken down. 5-4, the final scores. Persistence. 3 rounds in a row, Alex, to come back and win this one. Wow.
That was CF Master. CF Master going huge on that mid-bridge, actually, in the end. He solidified it for his team. 12 kills, 7 deaths. 4-5 the score, though. We can't complain of that. That was a fantastic game of Canals. Much better than the first one that we saw between these two teams. And yeah, a great back and forth there, really. Really fantastically well done by both teams. Persistence, though, going to be the team that go through.
I think that was the best match on the stream so far. And that's an unorthodox opinion, perhaps, because of the two teams we just saw in our previous match. You know, the likes of Breaker and Stimulate and all the players in that game, Clown Fiesta, they are experienced competitive players. But that match we just saw was a lot closer, and there was so many plays and so much action as well. What a comeback from Persistence to clean up there. 2-1 the final score. Commiserations to Lobotomized, who we thought at the start were winning 4v3 on Canals with a 5-0. Yeah. How did that turn around, boy?
Well, CF Master just turned up. I mean, we saw him on Clock Tower. He was doing, a lot of work down in that boom channel on that sandbag there, the mid sandbag, and Canals as well, mid bridge. It just seems he's the man to put in the middle. He comes up clutch when he needs to. His slaying power is persistent. Jesus. I'm not going to use that one again. I'm sorry.
It is though. Can't disagree there, Alex.
It's good. It's consistent, and yeah, he looked well. His teammates around him were shooting for him. We saw a lot of back and forth between those two teams. Maniac at one point looked to be the person going to carry his team forward, but CF Master in the end showed up.
Brilliant stuff. What a great game that was. Let us know in Twitch chat your thoughts on the conclusion of that match in the end and whether you enjoyed it or not. Guys, we're going to take it to a quick break now, though, because we have another game lined up. You might have spotted invites popping up on my screen at the end there. Let's get into that next one, guys. We'll be back in just a second. Please do not go anywhere.